Okay. So see, I told you about patch tool. What we did with patch tool? Huh? Did we remove these pimples? Okay. So we will see today this thing we will see. Okay. So we will clean her face. Okay. Using the patch tool. Okay. Huh? So see here we have the source and destination. Okay, source, and I think I gave you notes for patch tool, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Source and destination. See, what is source? Source means the problem area, the area that we want to remove. Destination. What is destination? Destination is the area that we are going to copy. Means normal area. Destination normal area. Source problem area. So this is the problem area. So now I will remove this pimple. So how? See, first we have to draw a selection around this like this using patch tool, and then we have to move it to the normal area like this. So that normal area will be copied over the problem area like this. So we have to follow this procedure. Here. So like this we have to clean up her face. Okay. See, so we have cleaned her face. So in the next coming classes, so we will be having a topic called photo retouching. So in that topic now we are also going to make her face smooth and fair. Okay, but for this class we are only going to make her face clean using patch tool. Okay, and see, there is also one more photo. See here. So what we will do is, this time I am going to use destination. Means I will use a combination of both destination and source. So what is destination? See here. Source means what? See, first source means we are actually drawing a selection around the problem area like this, and then moving it to the normal area. Okay, this is source. Destination is like a ulta procedure. See, inverse procedure. See, we are actually drawing a selection over normal area, but we have to keep destination active, and we will move it over the problem area. This is destination. Okay. So you can use both destination and source. Okay, see like this. And don't worry if you still see some marks, that we will be clearing in photo retouching topic. So here we are not discussing photo retouching. We are only clearing the pimples, that's it. Okay, so then again I will use source here. See, I will use source here. Okay, and then we can just move it like this. See, and again I will use destination. Okay, see here just to clear. Okay, we are only clearing the pimples or problem area, that's it. We are not making it that area smooth. Okay, so here also, see, again I am going to select this area and keep it over there. So like this, means in two ways we can do. And see here, if we can also try destination for removing this text on these covers. Okay, so what you can do, see, I have kept destination here. So just draw a selection over the normal area. Just drag it over this, drag it over the area that you want to remove. Okay, so here also, see, like this we can clear. Okay, you want to remove this? Okay, so but if you want to remove, see, you have to find the similar background. Background should have some similar background we have to find. So see, I cannot directly draw like this and remove, so I have to remove each and every letter, means individually I have to remove. So let me keep source here. So we have to remove it like this. Okay, so we have to go for the second attempt like this. Okay, so here also, see, we have to carefully remove. See, see, okay, so something like this. And here also we should be very careful. See, just move it upwards like this. Okay, so something like this we have to do. Okay, so like this. And also we can remove these things also. Okay, but only thing is, see, we have to find the similar backgrounds. That is very, very important. Okay, similar backgrounds we have to find. If you can't find similar backgrounds, you have to use some other different methods, not by using the cleanup tools. Okay, and we will be having this option called clone stamp. With clone stamp, we can actually copy paste the areas. We will be covering clone stamp shortly. Okay, like this. Okay, so last class we have only used content aware to remove unwanted things, but this time we can also use this patch tool. Okay, patch tool is a multi-purpose tool. Okay, we can clear this elements on book cover, as well as remove the pimples, marks. Okay, like that. Okay, next I will show you one more cleanup tool. Okay, that is the next cleanup tool is, see, here we have a list of cleanup tools. Okay, the next cleanup tool is healing brush. Okay, so I also have notes for this healing brush. See, healing brush, just simply remember this: alt and click on the area to copy and paint on the area to paste. Okay, right. Okay, now let us see how to use the healing brush. Okay. If you want to bring back everything, means go back here. So just go to the history panel and we'll select the first one. It's very easy, na? Instead of hitting Ctrl Z, just you can select the first action and we'll come back to the starting point. So I will start again from here. This time I will clear these pimples using healing brush, not patch tool, healing brush. Okay. So how healing brush will work? See, keyboard shortcut is J. Okay, just like patch tool, healing brush shortcut is J. But what you have to do is you have to do something called sampling. SAMPLING, sampling. What is sampling? Sampling means copying an area. Sampling means copying an area. So we are copying this normal area and we are trying to paste it on this problem area. So see, alt and click. So I am alt clicking here. Okay, and alt clicking using healing brush, and now this area is copied. So now I will paste it on top of this, like this. Okay, so same thing again, alt click, see, alt click, so you can see with that plus sign, plus, that what is the meaning of that plus? The plus is the area that is being copied. Okay. Okay, see, I have cleared everything, this time using only healing brush. Okay, right. We can also use the healing brush over these things. See, for example, if you want to remove the text over here, so what you have to do, simply alt click. You have to alt click on this area and then see. But I will not tell you that this is perfect. This tool is better than patch tool. Okay, because for some images this tool is better, for some images patch tool is better. Mostly patch tool is better compared to healing brush, but you can also use healing brush. See, alt click, okay, like this. Okay, so you can remove anything. Just only thing you have to remember is alt and click on the normal area and just keep. See here, some places it is doing perfect job, but some places it is leaving some marks. See, it has done 60% good job. Still 40% it has not done. So what we have to do? We have to use it for the second time, like this. Okay. But still, if you think that you are not satisfied with the results, you can go for patch tool, like this. So you have to use a combination of 2 or 3 cleanup tools here. It's not that we can clear everything with just one single tool. Okay, so that is something you should remember. Okay, so next, so we have covered this patch tool, healing brush. Okay, now I will tell you one more tool actually. So that is a little bit different actually. That is actually not a cleanup tool. That purpose of the tool is a little bit different. Okay, so I will tell you what is that purpose. See here, we have actually we have seen this in the last class, I think, right? So what we have done actually in the last class, we have actually removed this author name, right? So how did we remove? We did not use content aware. We actually just what we have done is we have just picked this color. Okay, and then we have drawn a selection around the text that we have to remove, and then what we have done, we have used simple keyboard shortcut alt plus backspace. Okay, this is how we have removed. But what I want to do is, every time we don't remove things. Sometimes we move things from one place to another. So this time what I will do is, I'm going to move this author name from this place to this place here. Okay, so for that we have one more tool, that is content aware move tool. Okay, content aware move tool. So what we can do with this, we can move elements or objects from one place to another. So how? See, it's very easy. Just I have drawn a selection around this, and then I will move it. See, move it. See, and then hit enter. See, it's very easy. See, just move this from here, and same thing we'll do. So I'm going to move this subtitle text is there now. I'm going to move this from this place to here. So how? Simply use the content aware move tool. Okay, and then hit enter. See, so we have moved the text from one place to another. So we'll also do the same thing. See here, we'll actually crop this image. See, I have cropped this image. Last class what we have done? We have removed this boy. But this class will not remove the boy. We will move the boy from left side to right side. Okay. How? Using content aware move tool. So first I am going to draw a selection. Okay, till here. Okay. And then I am going to use this content aware move tool. And then I will just move it like this. Okay. So see, if you move, it will move. But the one thing is, maybe it will leave some small marks, it will leave, and those marks we can clear with patch tool. So see here, this is very much important for the VFX students. Okay, so see, just move it here and then hit enter. See, we have moved. Okay, if you observe closely, maybe you may see some marks here. Okay, but there it's easy to fix them. Okay, so just you have to select the patch tool, and then you can actually just draw a selection. Okay,
sir, subject ni select chesukovalada sir, like
what subject? This is not laser tool, this is patch tool. Okay, patch tool works just like a laser tool. So like this we can see transport things from one place to another. But the condition here is, the background on the left side and right side should be same. For example, here beach is there. Suddenly if in this place there is some different type of background, this will fail. This content aware move tool will fail. Okay, so if you have a similar type background, this will work perfectly. Content aware move tool will work perfectly. Okay, right. So next I will tell you one more tool, that is, see here we have a big list of tools. We have covered healing brush, patch tool, content aware move tool. Now we will see what is spot healing brush. Okay, spot healing brush. Okay, see here, I am going to open one image. So just see, we have cleared that pimples now, but I will open one more pimples image. Okay, this one. Okay, I will open this. See here, the pimples are not concentrated on a particular area. They are just here and there. Okay, so if you want to remove some things, some objects which are just here and there, the best tool is spot healing brush, because spot healing brush is faster than patch tool and healing brush. Just with one click we can clear anything. One click. Even with patch tool, what we have to do is, we have to draw a selection over the problem area and then move it. But with spot healing brush, You don't have to do even that also. Just with one click it will find the background and remove the problem area. See how it will work. So I am going to select the spot healing brush. Okay, it looks same like a healing brush actually, because even it is having something like a brush tool type icon, just like healing brush. See what I will do, I will just reduce the size of this icon and just keep it over here. Just keep it over and click, that's it. Just click. See, gone. Just click, that's it. Nothing I have done. Gone. See? So just with one click, see, just with one click we have removed all the symbols. Let us see whether this tool will work well on this book cover. Okay, we'll see. Okay, let us try to remove this, but actually we have to use this tool 2 times 3 times. Okay, so we'll try, but okay, see, just I have increased the size of this spot healing brush. Just click here. Okay, see. So we have to use it. See, gone. Okay. Yeah. See. But here actually see the top part, we have to do it for this 2 times or 3 times here. See here I'm trying hard to remove this text on top, but here I have to use it for 2 times or 3 times. See, here it's not going. So what we have to understand is, see, don't expect to clear everything with a single tool. We have to use multiple tools. Combination of tools we have to use. For some places we have to use spot healing brush. For some places we have to use patch tool. For some places we have to use healing brush. So like that we have to plan. Okay. Let me open one more image. Actually, we will open an image of a road. Actually, see here we have a road. Okay. So this road is having lot of cracks. So let us try to fix this road. Let us try to remove these cracks. Okay, let us see. So I am going to use patch tool this time. First we will start with patch tool. If patch tool is not working well, we will go for another tools. Okay, so let me start here. See, actually you can draw a very big selection. Actually, you can either draw a very big selection or you can draw a small selection. See. Okay. So in first attempt, don't expect that you are going to get results in the just first attempt. We have to go for 2 or 3 attempts. Okay. See, I am able to remove, clear these cracks from this road. Okay, we have done a good job. Just some places we can actually do it for the second time like this. Okay, see. And if you you can also go for spot healing brush or healing brush. See, road is clear now. Okay. So we have cleared the road using only patch tool. This time I used only patch tool. I did not use any tool, but you can try with other tools also. Okay. So, so we have now covered 4 tools: patch tool, healing brush, spot healing brush, content aware, move tool. Now there is one more tool which is red eye tool. This is totally different actually. Red eye tool is completely different. The purpose of red eye tool is totally different. What it is used for? Let me show you. Just a minute. Here it is. See, this red eye tool. What is the use of red eye tool? See, sometimes what will happen is due to the camera reflections or camera lighting, this type of problems we are going to see. There will be some red color inside our eyes. Sometimes red color, sometimes orange color, or sometimes light red color. Okay. This is not that our eyes are like this. Okay. It's not a defect in eyes. Okay. That is a problem caused due to some camera light reflection on cameras. So how we can fix this? So to fix this, we have to use a tool called red eye tool. Remember, red eye means it will not just clear red color, it will also clear colors that are close to red color, like orange, something like a dark brown. Those colors are also close to red, but it will not clear green or blue color, though they are totally different colors. Okay, so let us see whether how this red eye tool will work. Okay, it's very easy to use. Simply select the red eye tool. Just you have to target the red color area. So that red color area is over here. Okay, and the options for red eye tool are only two: pupil size and darken amount. What is pupil? Pupil is the inside, the circle is there now inside our eyes. That circle is called pupil. And darken amount means if you want lot of darkness, increase the darken amount to 100%. But if you want darkness to be around 50% or 40%, you can keep. Let us try. Let us go for 50% here. Let me put 50, and also let me put the pupil size to 50. Okay, and let us try to remove this red color. It's very easy. Just take the red eye tool, click on that red color part. See, it's gone. It has removed the red color. So even in this image also, see here also we have this red coloring. So we'll just click on that red, and it is gone. Okay, and okay, and one more thing. See, if you want more darkness, okay, if you want more darkness, you can increase the darken amount, and then click. See, it will be more dark actually. And also, if you want the pupil size, this is the circle. This circle is called pupil. If you want the pupil size to be 100%, just increase it to 100% and click. See, now actually it is the selection got increased. The circle area got increased. So this is how red eye tool works. Okay, so we have covered these tools now. Okay, all these 5 tools we have covered. Okay, now I will give you one assignment. Okay, did I check the assignment of last class? I did not check, right? I will check it by the end of our class. See the assignment. What is the assignment? This is 19th, right?
I have, sir.
Yeah, okay. I'm not checking this one. Yeah, I will give it from here. Okay. So this is our 19th batch, right? See, I am giving you this image. Okay. Did it come? Yeah. See, you have to clean her face. This is your first assignment. Okay, clean her face, and that is completed. Hari Prasad from Amalapur. Yeah. Right. So this is your first assignment, and we will now see the next things. and you can go use any of these cleanup tools. Okay, so you have to use this image and you have to clean her face. That is your first assignment. Okay, right. Okay, see, the next tool is clone stamp. Okay, clone stamp. Let me first tell you what is clone stamp. See here, first thing I want to tell you is, say I will remove the background for this bird. So how we can remove the background for this bird? So I think I told you magic wand, right? So we can use magic wand. See, I can use magic wand and then just click here, and then I can hit delete, so that background will be deleted. Okay, but this is also a lengthy procedure. I will tell you a very simple procedure to remove backgrounds. See, easy and fast, simple procedures. Okay, there are two procedures. One procedure is, see, you go to Windows and select properties. Okay, and then you just unlock this background. Okay, unlock the background, and just there you click on this option. What is that option? Remove background. This will be highlighted only if you unlock the background. If you don't unlock the background, you will not be able to see this option. Okay, so go to properties and just click on this remove background. See, it will remove the background. See, gone. Background is gone. Okay, just with one click. Okay, but I will tell you a faster method to remove the background. Faster than this. See. So what you have to do is just use this magic eraser. Magic eraser. What it will do? It will simply select the background and just delete it in one click. See, just select the magic eraser, click, gone. This will be very. This is useful when you are having plain backgrounds. In case you are having something like a mixed color background, at that time you may use some different tool. But when you have a plain color background, just with one click you can remove the background using magic eraser. Okay. Now we will see what is clone stamp. Okay, so just let me scale this one down. Okay, see, if you want duplicates of the bird, what do you do generally? If you want duplicates, Control J, right? So you hit Control J, you got a duplicate, just move it like this. And if you want one more duplicate, Control J and move it like this. And if you want 100 duplicates, Control J, Control J, Control J, Control J. Okay, so you have to hit 100 times. Okay, so we can do, instead of just means clicking using Control J for 100 times, and also see what will happen if you do Control J again. More layers are created, too many layers. If you want 100 duplicates, 100 layers you are going to get. So instead we want to create duplicates in the same layer, in one layer only, so that it will save lot of our memory. If you have 100 layers, means it will take lot of memory and your system will slow down and you will not be able to work properly in Photoshop. So we have a tool that is clone stamp. So I will show you what is it. See here, clone stamp. Clone stamp is used to copy the areas and duplicate them without creating layers. It works just like a healing brush. See, Alt and click on the area to copy and paint on the area to paste. Clone stamp keyboard shortcut is what? S.
Sir, masking epudu cheptaru sir?
Next we will be having pen tool. After pen tool we will start mask.
అయిన తర్వాత ఏముంటుంది సార్?
After mask filters, after filters adjustments, after adjustment photo manipulation, after photo manipulation matte painting, after matte painting digital painting, after digital painting poster design, after that UI design, and after that Photoshop complete.
ఇంకా క్లాస్ వాళ్ళు కదా సార్?
You want to learn complete Photoshop, you have to be patient. If not,
that's not a problem.
if not, you can think about some different options. Okay.
Patience is not matter సార్. ఇక్కడ వీక్లీ 3 క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి మనకి, అదే ఓవర్స్ దాంట్లో ఒకటి స్కిప్ అవుతుంది. స్కిప్ అవుతే ఇక్కడ టైం లాగ్ అయిపోతుంది కదా, అలా అని చెప్పి
Then you can ask madam if you want any fast track daily classes. If you want daily classes or something like that, you can fast track like that.
ఫాస్ట్ ట్రాక్ అని ఏం చెప్పాను, బట్ సార్ మండే క్లాస్ ఉంది, ట్యూస్డే క్లాస్ ఉంది, అదే థర్స్డే హాలిడే వచ్చింది. సో ఫ్రైడే
హాలిడే అయితే మనం ఏం చేయలేం కదా, అవి అవంటే ఫెస్టివల్ ఉంది కాబట్టి వచ్చాను.
థర్స్డే హాలిడే వచ్చింది కదా, ఫ్రైడే క్లాస్ పెట్టే అవకాశం ఉంటే పెట్టవచ్చు కదా అట్లా అని.
వేరే ఆ టైంలో నాకు వేరే క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి.
అది అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ ఇప్పటికీ అట్లా చాలా పోయినాయి సార్ క్లాసెస్, 4 వరకు పోయినాయి. అవునా కదా?
యూ వాంట్ ఫాస్ట్ ట్రాక్, యూ విల్ లేకపోతే నీ ఒక్కడికి ఫాస్ట్ ట్రాక్ పెట్టిద్దామా? కంపెనీ లేకపోతే బోర్ కొడుతుంది నీకే.
అదే ఆలోచిస్తున్నాను నేను.
ఒక్కడి వినాలంటే నీకే బోర్ కొడుతుంది.
క్లోన్ స్టాంప్.
ఓకే. ఓకే, right. Okay, so see here, this is clone stamp. See, actually I think most of you here are VFX students, right? So you will be using this tool a lot. Even after Photoshop, your next software in After Effects, it's going to start, I think, After Effects or Nuke or something like that. At that time also you are going to use this tool a lot. Means next software will start, that doesn't mean that you will stop Photoshop. Means you will never use Photoshop again. You will be using Photoshop till the end of your course, because this is like a ABCD of this multimedia. Okay, so see, clone stamp also clone stamp icon also looks exactly like quick selection, or you can say brush tool. Okay, and then what you will do, see, I think we'll delete this one layer here. See, just you have to alt and click. Okay, and see here, see, we are not creating layers. Okay, without creating layers I am creating the duplicates. See here, see, it's very fast. So you cannot create duplicates in this way. Okay, okay. Like this. Okay, so this is the use of clone stamp, and we have saved lot of memory also. So this is one use of clone stamp. Let me show you the another use. See, we have actually cleared this road by using which tool? Patch tool. I can also go for healing brush. See, if I type use healing brush, alt and click and try to remove, see, it is doing some job. But what is healing brush doing actually? It is mixing with the destination area. Means we are actually copying this area and we are mixing with the destination area, blending. That is what healing brush is doing. But what clone stamp will do, see, same shortcut, healing brush alt click, clone stamp also alt click. So but what is the difference? See, clone stamp will not mix, will just copy and paste. Okay, that is the difference. See, let us try to fix this road using clone stamp. See, alt and click. See here, it is just copying this area and pasting in the destination area like this. See, so means you can use a combination of both clone stamp and patch tool to clear this road. See, it is doing better job than healing brush actually. Okay, I can just alt and click here. See, see, I have done removed completely using this clone stamp. Okay, you might say that okay, patch tool was better, you might think like that. Okay, but it is optional. Okay, it means you can use both clone stamp and patch tool to clean up the road. Okay, right, but I will tell you a better use of clone stamp. Okay, so we will now use clone stamp on this image. Okay, see, this is called this is a wire removing shot. Okay, you can also call it blue screen shot. See, nowadays almost all our movies are shot inside studios. Okay, because outdoor shootings have actually come down comparatively because of whatever reasons, because actually it's expensive. Shooting outdoors is expensive. So what they do is they create locations. They just create locations using these graphics. So now what we'll do? We'll do two things here. We will be removing wire and we will also be removing the blue screen. Okay, first let us remove the wire. So let us unlock the background. Let's go to the full screen mode. Keyboard shortcut is F. Zoom it. I'll also give you an assignment on this. Okay, so concentrate. Okay. So S, clone stamp is S, remember. Healing brush is J. So alt click. See what we have to do. This we have this area, the adjacent area. We have to alt click and just observe that plus sign. Okay. See, just I am moving it like this. Okay. See here. So I have removed the wire. Okay. Here there is wire on his face. Let us remove that also. Okay, you have to see, you have to carefully remove the wire on his face. Okay, and here also there is a wire, and we'll remove the wire in this place also. See, it's very fast. Okay, see, I have completely removed the wire. See, I have completely removed the wire. So what is the next thing we have to do? So we have to remove the blue screen. Okay, so how we can remove the blue screen? Okay, see, if you try to remove the blue screen, so what do you do? Means with the knowledge you have, if you want to remove the blue screen, how you will remove? This is my question I am asking. Magic wand. Vanilla.
First remove the uneveness. Uneveness remove చేసి తర్వాత background.
అంటే ఏ ఆప్షన్ వాడతారు బ్లూ రిమూవ్ చేయడానికి?
First I'll use patch tool to remove this.
Okay, wire is okay. Wire we have removed. I am talking about background. ఏ టూల్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ బ్లూ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ తీయడానికి? మ్యాజిక్ వ్యాండా, మ్యాజిక్ ఎరేజరా? See, if you use magic wand or magic eraser, you also have to remove the color from these parts also. See, from this leg there is some coloring in between the legs also. See, in between the shirt also there is blue color. It means you have to remove that separately if you use magic eraser or magic wand. Okay, and even after that also there will be some blue color on the borders, and it will be difficult for us to remove that very thin blue border. Okay, so we have to find a better way to remove this blue color. Okay, that different way is color range. Okay, color range. Okay, so what is color range? Just write down. Color range, to select particular colors. Okay, go to the select and click on color range to pick particular shades of color. Increase the fuzziness to maximum to darken and brighten the areas in the image. ఏం దర్పణ్ రావడం లేదు, పెన్ లేదా? నువ్వే అంటున్నావు లేట్ అవుతుంది అని, మళ్ళా నువ్వే అంటున్నావు తొందర అయిపోవాలి ఫోటోషాప్ అని. మళ్ళీ అదే మరి ఏ కబుర్లు చెప్పుకుంటే ఇంకొక నెల రోజులు పడుతుంది ఫోటోషాప్, 2 నెలలు పడుతుంది. రాత్రి పడుకోలేదా? మరి అందుకే మరి రాత్రి పడుకోవాల్సిందే. లేవో పడుకో, ఏం పర్వాలేదు, నువ్వు పడుకో, ఏం కాదు. ఎట్లయినా మీ కొలీగ్స్ ఉన్నారు, ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉన్నారు, ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు, అండ్ రికార్డింగ్ కూడా ఉంటుంది కదా. ఎట్లా చూడలేదమ్మా సినిమాలు, మన అయిపోయిన సినిమాలు చూసే కాలం, సినిమాలు తీసే కాలం ఇది, చూసే కాలం. ఓకే, కంప్లీటెడ్.
ఆబ్జెక్ట్ సెలెక్షన్ టూల్ యూజ్ చేసి ఇన్వర్స్ చేయొచ్చు.
ఆబ్జెక్ట్ సెలెక్షన్ కూడా మళ్ళీ లోపల నీకు సెలెక్ట్ అవ్వదు కదా. ఇప్పుడు లెగ్స్ లోపల ఇట్లా షెడ్ లోపల ఉంది, అది అవ్వదు కదా, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ సెలెక్షన్తో కూడా అవ్వదు అట్లా. ఓకే, సో see here, select color range. Okay, see here, what is the first I will tell you the meaning of this color range. See, whether it is blue color, red color, pink color, orange color, whatever color, and wherever, no matter where that color is, even if that color is hiding inside the shirt or over the shirt or wherever it is, this option will select that particular color. See, now I want to select the blue color, right? See, just you have to select this eyedropper and then click anywhere here. See automatically the blue, see even the blue that is inside the legs also is selected. Inside the legs and see in between the legs and inside the shirt also is selected. So you cannot do that with any other tool. Okay, but the thing is here it is showing white color and the subject is in black color, but actually you want the reverse. Subject should be in white color because whatever area is selected should be in white, whatever area is not selected should be in black. So that is the thing. But one thing we also have to do is, see here there is some black color extra, some patches are there, black patches. So we have to first remove those things also. So what you have to do is, see, first increase the fuzziness. Fuzziness is same like tolerance. If you increase tolerance, what will happen? More and more area will be selected. So same thing, if you increase the fuzziness, more blue color will be selected. Light blue, dark blue. Okay, more percentage of color will be selected. Okay, now we will use this eyedropper. See, eyedropper will add the color. Okay, see here there is some black, so I am going to click here. See, now that is also gone. So now it's totally pure white color, but we want subject to be in white color because whatever area is selected, that should be in white color. So what we have to do? Just click on this invert like this. Okay, now the subject is in white color. We have some small patches here, but that we can remove separately. See, just click OK now. So here, see, these areas we don't want. So what you do? Simply select the lasso tool, Alt and draw selection. See, now gone. See, wherever if you think that some unwanted selections are there, you can remove them using Alt and draw selection. See, now only the subject is selected, but still the background is there. So what we'll do is, first we'll invert the selection. How to invert the selection? Ctrl Shift I and simply hit delete. That's it. Background is gone. Okay. Now we will do compositing. See, now what is the next step? This area has become transparent now. Now we will do compositing. So how to do compositing? I am going to get some background. Okay. So just drag this, then keep it here. See. So this is now this scene is looking like there is some outdoor fighting scene is taking place like this. So this is called compositing. Compositing means mixing different images and showing them as single image. Understood now? Why are we? Okay. So now I will give you one assignment on this. Okay, so see here, this is a bridge. Okay, and I think I did not give you this image. Okay, I will also give you this image. See, this image you can also get from our Photoshop reference images folder. Okay, in case you, means you are not able to get this from WhatsApp. Okay, see, you can actually go to the lab. Here in lab we have this reference files and we have this. Just type Photoshop here. See, Photoshop ref you type. Okay, Photoshop ref. See, here you will be having this folder. Photoshop reference images original will be you will be having. Double click on this. See here you will get this image. Where is that image? Just let it load. So it's loading actually. You will get, see, whatever images I am using here now, all images you will get in this folder. Okay. So where is that blue? Just a minute. Somewhere it is.
Can search blue screen.
So its name is what actually?
Blue screen.
It's not blue screen. I think its name is not blue screen, I think. Somewhere it is. So sometimes what happens is some students delete certain files. That is also one reason actually. So here see green is there actually. Okay, green mat is there. Blue will also be there. So where it is? It's lost. Okay, let me put it here. Okay. It is there actually, but I don't know where it is gone. Okay, sometimes some students will delete it. Okay. Okay, so I have pasted it. Now it's okay. Right. So what is the assignment I was talking about? See, what is the assignment is? So you have to actually remove this blue, remove the wire, and see, you have to put this character as if he is jumping from this bridge. Okay. You should create, what do you have to do? This person will be jumping over this bridge like this. Okay, you should also make sure that his size is correct, size, everything. And another assignment is, see, here we have this high jump object. So you should also put this person jumping, okay, doing a high jump. Doing a high jump, okay, on this, okay, on this, what do you call this? I don't know what do you call. Okay, and remove this unwanted text here. Okay, you should show as if he is jumping from this, jumping over this high jump object. Okay, something like this. Okay, so that is your assignment. Okay, right. So now we have covered, see, we have covered the cleanup tools, we have covered the clone stamp. Okay, now the next tool I will be starting, that is pattern stamp. So what is the pattern stamp? Let us see what is pattern stamp. And after pattern stamp we will be starting pen tool. Okay. See, here we have something called pattern stamp tool. You can also access this pattern stamp tool from edit, and you can go to fill. If you click on edit fill also, you will get this pattern stamp. Okay, so where you will get, I will show you. First, what is a pattern? Okay, pattern is like some design. Okay, so we have many of us wear different type of shirts. All our shirts are having some patterns, some designs. Okay, so we can use this pattern stamp tool to create such designs, okay, or patterns. Okay, so I will first show you. I will create one small pattern and show you. Okay, so what you do is first you write down this option, okay, pattern stamp, to create a pattern. Okay. Okay, right, now you'll see. See, I will just create some rough pattern using the our brush. Okay. See, if you want to change the size of the document, do you remember what is the shortcut? Size of the document. I think in the starting I told you. Anybody remembers? Nobody remembers? Change the size of the document. Alt Control I. Remember this. Okay. Alt Control I to change the size of the document. Okay. We check your notes. See, what you'll do is, see, I will put some something like a 3 by 3. Okay. 3 inches width, 3 inches height. Okay. See, now the document size is changed. Now this is a 3 by 3 document. Okay, 3 inches width, 3 inches height. Okay, so now I am going to create some rough design. Okay, you can use any brushes, or you can also get some pattern from online, internet, or whatever. Okay, so but what we'll do is, to save time, we will just create a pattern by using brushes. So let me use the special effects brushes. So where we can find special effect brushes? Special effect brushes are inside the legacy brushes folder. Somebody was telling that he is not able to find legacy brushes. Somebody told. You know, means which version of Photoshop you are using? You should know the version of. So here we will type. In 2021 we can type actually. Okay. So let me type butterfly. Okay. See. Yeah, 2022 is there. But actually it's not so interesting. 2022. Yeah, it's not that much interesting. Okay, right?
చూస్తుంటే పాతకాలంలో లవ్ లెటర్ అట్లనే ఉంటుంది.
Okay, so see here, now we will create a pattern out of it. Okay, so how we can create a pattern? See, go to edit and define pattern. Okay, edit define pattern, same like define custom brush. I told you custom brush, right? So define pattern, and then you can give some name to this. Something like a butterfly pattern. Okay, whatever name you want you can give. So now we have created a pattern. Now we have to fill the pattern. Okay, so how to fill the pattern? See, most important thing is you should remember the height and width. Okay, Control Alt I, check the height and width. What is the height and width? 3 by 3, right? So for single design we have a 3 by 3 size of document, but we want to spread the pattern, so means we have to take a bigger size document if you want to spread the pattern. Okay, so what I mean to say is I am going to take A3 size. Okay, see, where is A3 size? Here. Okay, we will take A3 size landscape. A3 size is a very big size document. It's almost 2 times 3 times bigger than the 3 by 3 document. So now I will fill the pattern in this document. Okay, so edit, fill. You can also use the pattern stamp tool. I will tell you this later, but we will use the edit, fill, and then select the pattern. Where is pattern here? See, in contents here we have this option pattern. Select the pattern, and where is our pattern? Just now we have created our pattern. See here, it is at the bottom. This is our pattern. Okay, now just click OK. See, we have filled our document with our pattern. Okay, total. Okay, but this is not the only use of pattern. So we can use this pattern tool for creating passport photos, passport size photos, and also we can use this for creating some things like tickets, railway tickets or movie tickets, or currency notes, coupons, business cards. Okay, so many things we can use, so many things we can create with pattern tool. Now we will see how to create a passport size photo with this pattern tool. Okay, see, just what I will do is I will first get an image here. See, I don't know the size of this document, so what I will do is I'm going to take a new document of 2 by 3 size. 2 by 3, see, understand this, 2 inches width, 3 inches height. Okay, size is very important. Why, you will understand now. See, and resolution. See, this is another very important thing. We want best quality for our photos. We'll just take one single photo and we'll create a pattern out of it, and we'll create 100 photos, or say 40 photos, not 100, 44 copies we are going to create from just single copy. Okay, so just create a document, and then I am going to drag this image. See, I am going to drag this image into this document. Okay, then what I will do, Control D. See, always don't stretch the image. Remember this. Some people have a bad habit of doing like this. This is wrong. Don't do that. Okay, if you want to adjust, see how to adjust this. Even if you are going to crop some part of the image, it's okay, but don't stretch it. Don't do like this. Okay, so how you have to adjust it? See, you can use center scale. or you can use corner scale like this. See, you have to do it like this. Always follow this method. Okay, right. Next, the thing is, see what we are trying to do actually. We are trying to create a passport photos. We are trying to create 40 copies from this single copy. Okay, if you are creating 40 copies, first you have to plan. Means if you want exact 40 copies, how much size document you have to take. Okay, see, I will tell you that. Just take some document. 40 copies. From single copy. So what should be the calculation? See, I will tell you. Okay, so means each row we are going to put 10. Each row you are going to get 10 copies, means total 4 rows you are going to get. Understood now? 4 rows. See, something like, see, this row is having 10 copies, the next row is having 10 copies, the next row is having another 10, and the next row is having another 10. So what should be the size if you want exact 40? See here, width should be, because it is 2 by 3, 2 into 10. 2 into 10 is how much? 20. So width should be 20. And what should be the height? See, 3 is not 3, 3, 3 and 3. So 3 into 4. How much? 3 into 4 is 12 is the height. So if we want exact 40 copies which have 10 copies in each row, so the size of the new document should be 20 inches width, 12 inches height. Okay, so that is all. Say for example, if you have 5 copies in each row, total is 40. So how you have to calculate? 5 into 2. 5 into 2 should be the width, means 10 should be the width, and what should be the height? So we should how many? 20. 24. Because 3 into how many rows you will get?
8 rows.
8 rows. Right. So like that you have to calculate. Okay. Right. So now what you will do is, before creating a pattern, so we also need a border. How to get a border? See, I will show you. Just write down this point. To create a border or stroke, draw a selection around the image, go to edit stroke. Okay. Right. Okay, right. So now see here, I am going to select the marquee tool. I am going to draw a selection around this image. Then I am going to go to edit stroke. And you want which color stroke? Will create a black stroke. Okay. So how? Just click here. So you are going to get a black. Okay, actually width should not be this much. We'll put something around 15. Okay, 15 we'll put, and just click OK. See, you got a black border or stroke. Now we are ready to create a pattern. So now what you'll do, see, go to edit and select this define pattern. Okay, and we can give some name to this. Okay, we can say passport pic. Okay, and then click OK. Next we have to now create the duplicates or copies. So how many copies you want? 40 copies. So file new means we have to create a new document, and what should be the width and height of the document? So 20, right? 20 is the width and 12 should be the height. Okay, and see, the resolution has to be 300 if you want best quality output. So then just click create. So now a document is created. Now all you have to do is fill, edit, fill, and then select pattern. And which pattern we have to select? See, this is the pattern. Okay, just click on that and click OK. See, exact 40, you can count if you want. Exact 40 copies we got. So what our photographers will do, just they will give printout of this sheet, printout of this document, and then cut. So that is how photo studio people create a passport size photos. This is one way. Okay, what I am going to tell you is, see, we will create 100 tickets, and for this I will give you one assignment, and we will also learn what type of text to use, what should be the backgrounds. So all those things we will see. Okay, so I am going to create one movie ticket. Okay, so let us see. See, Control N. So first we have to take a document. The ticket size should be 3 by 2, 3 inches width, 2 inches height. So means it is more wide actually. Okay, and then just click create. Right. See, always remember one thing. Background is giving good colors, nice colors to the background is very important. Okay, so we'll be giving a radial background or radial gradient background. Okay, so G, and just simply, everybody remembers gradient tool, right? Okay, so let me give it a simple yellowish. Okay, orange and yellow. Okay, and then we will just use what? Radial. So means center color should be light. So we'll just click on this reverse. See, it should be something like this. Okay, so then, so actually we will create a ticket of which movie? So here we have already this Bahubali, na? We'll create Bahubali ticket. Okay, just make it here. Okay, always do center scale. Okay, so we'll give some nice layer style to this. Just white color stroke. We'll give some drop shadow also. Just simply reset. Okay, see, some small shadow we have given. Okay, so then I'll put some text here. we'll put some 30. See, the text is appearing very big. Why? Because it's a very small size document. Always remember that. Control Shift less than. So we'll say okay. So we'll use Arial black, okay? Control Shift less than, okay? So try to do alignments, okay? Proper alignment is always a good idea. So we'll give some simple gradient to this also. So just double click. So we'll give some reddish color gradient, okay? Okay, we'll give you a reflected gradient. Okay? See? Reflected gradient. And we'll also give some white stroke. Okay, see? Now it's looking nice. See? Now it's looking nice. And we'll put some matter here. Yeah. Yeah, just I am coming. Okay. So what you'll do is, so you'll put balcony. So you'll give some blue color gradient, okay? So just because why I am telling you this is because you should know the coloring. So colors, which type of colors will be nice. Blue will be nice on yellow backgrounds. Always remember that. Okay. And stroke will add some extra attraction to the text. Okay. So that is a thing. So what else will be there on that? Price, timings.
AC non AC, balcony ki AC unta sir.
Yeah, price and timings will be there, na?
Seat number.
Seat number. Seat number, see, seat number will be different per person, each person. So it's not seat number. I think price will be there, right?
Seat number confirm unta sir.
Huh?
Seat number confirm.
Seat number, yeah, but we are creating 100 tickets. For all 100 tickets, same seat number will not be there, na? Huh?
Oh, that's right.
Okay. So just okay. So we can actually just okay, 150 only na ticket, balcony ticket or costly. So if you want same layer style, I think I told you already. So just 120 yeah, cheap okay. See what we'll do is we'll put some extra attraction to this. So we'll put one nice background also, means we'll put something like a popcorn. Okay, see something like this. So we'll put 6. Okay, see, we'll keep this one. Okay, just open this. Okay, so what I'll do is, see, I'm going to keep it over here. So then we'll use a blending mode actually. Okay, so which blending mode you'll use? You'll use multiply. Okay, see, something like this. And then we will just reduce it. Okay, okay, so then here we will put bottom first. So okay, okay, so 150 and first show same thing, we'll give some different color, we'll give greenish gradient. Okay, so then we will use give it a stroke, and we'll also give some drop shadow. Okay, I think timings will also be there, na, or not? Timings will be there or not? So we'll put timings. Okay, 7 p.m. First show is 7 o'clock only, na? So then we will what we will do, see, we will just put the same layer style to this. Okay, alt and right. Okay, so something like this, just to reduce the spacing. Okay, like this. So see, now the ticket is completed. So what we'll do is just we'll create one border here. So how to create a border? So we can just take a new layer, empty layer, just take one selection here. Okay, and then edit stroke. Okay, we'll give it a white color border. See, completed. Now we will create a pattern. Okay, so how to create a pattern? See, edit. Okay, define pattern. Okay, but before that, check the size here. Alt Control I, because we want 100 tickets. Okay, 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is the size. Okay, so what you have to do? Edit, define pattern, movie ticket. Okay, so now the pattern is created. Now we want how many copies? 100 copies. So how to calculate? 3 by 2 means, if you want 100, each row should have 10. Okay, 10 copies. So 3 into 10, 30. 2 into 10, 20. No, so we have to take 30 by 20 documents. So simply type 30 and 20. Okay, and then simply create a document, and we have to fill the pattern. So edit, fill, and we'll select the pattern. And where is our ticket? Here. See, we got 100 tickets. balcony tickets. You can cut this ticket, okay, and then go, and then what do you do? Go to Chikkarpalli and watch the film, okay. So okay, everybody knows where is Sandhya, okay. Okay. So now I will give you one last assignment of this for this class. Yeah. So where is our see, create a movie ticket, okay. I will give you movie ticket only for RRR movie, okay. Okay. You have to see, you create 100 copies. 100 copies. This is very important, okay. Yeah.